You hear things, whispers, headlines. Timor-Leste, the world's most sinful country. The label is strange, heavy. It conjures images of lawlessness, a place where rules don't apply. But what does it really mean? Is it a den of vice or something else entirely? The truth is always more complicated than a headline. Sin is a loaded word used to judge and oversimplify. Timor-Leste doesn't fit in boxes. It spills out, messy, beautiful, raw. My journey here isn't about finding sin, it's about finding the truth. The rumor mill churns out tales based on statistics, gambling, drinking, vices. But a spreadsheet can't explain a soul. It tells you nothing about the laughter in a market, the taste of fresh fish, or the dignity of a people who've endured the unimaginable. I've seen what people call sin and virtue. Often they're the same thing, just seen from a different angle. The real story is never about good versus evil. It's about people, survival, culture, and joy. So, let's forget the label. Let's walk these streets, breathe this air, and see Timor-Leste for what it truly is. A place of stories, a place of people, a place waiting to be understood. Let's begin. The plane descends over dramatic coastline and rugged mountains. Timor-Leste feels ancient. Landing in Dili, the heat greets you, thick and scented with salt and wood smoke. The airport is small, unassuming. Entry is simple. The first thing you notice, the smiles. Quick, genuine, everywhere. My first real experience isn't in a bar or casino, but in a beat-up yellow taxi. The driver points out landmarks, the presidential palace, the Resistance Museum, Cristo Rey statue. He talks about his family, his village, his hopes, not sin. This is the real currency of life here. History is etched into the landscape, colonial buildings, bullet holes, reminders of resilience. Timor-Leste doesn't hide from its past. It honors it, building a future on those foundations. Every street corner has a story, every mural, a piece of the tale. The sinful reputation feels distant from this reality. As the sun sets, Dili doesn't become a playground of vice. Families gather on the waterfront, kids play soccer, fishermen mend nets. The air fills with the smell of grilled corn and fish. It's a scene of peace, a community coming together. If this is sin, maybe the definition needs a rewrite. Here, it looks a lot more like grace. This is Timor-Leste's welcome, and it's unforgettable. To understand a place, you have to taste it. In Timor-Leste, that starts with coffee. Grown in misty mountains, the coffee is strong, earthy, honest. Sitting in a small cafe, watching the world go by, you feel connected to the land and its people. Then, the markets. Tabesi Market is a chaotic, beautiful symphony. Piles of chilies, leafy greens, strange fruits, the air thick with spices and fresh bread. Women in colorful textiles haggle, their voices a melodic rhythm. This is the city's pulse. Life, loud, and unfiltered. The food tells the story. Southeast Asian flavors, Portuguese influence, local ingredients. Ikan sabuco, mackerel marinated in tamarind and chili, grilled in palm leaf, is the national dish. You eat with your hands, with rice and fuan stew. Every meal is a story of trade, colonization, and survival. The Portuguese left bread and pastries. Asia brought chili and lemongrass. But the core is Timorese, rooted in volcanic earth and deep blue waters. Sharing a meal is an act of friendship, a welcome. People who have little offer everything on their plate. That's generosity beyond any statistic. Here, food is communion. It's how you're welcomed, and it's unforgettable. So, where does this sinful label come from? It's statistics without context. Reports point to smoking, gambling, cockfighting. But to label a nation for this is a misunderstanding. Cockfighting is a tradition, a social event, not a back alley crime. It's about pride, sport, and community, deeply rooted in culture. Timor-Leste is also one of Asia's most devoutly Catholic countries. Churches are packed, faith is central, and spirituality runs deep. The sinful tag doesn't stick when you see this side of life. The label is lazy journalism, clickbait, not reality. The real Timor-Leste is faith, family, and community. The so-called vices are small parts of a much bigger, richer culture. The defining features are resilience, hope, and pride. The myth is a caricature. The reality is a portrait. You can't understand Timor-Leste without its history. The struggle for independence is living memory. Santa Cruz Cemetery is a somber reminder, but this isn't a country trapped in grief. More than half the population is under 25, the first generation to grow up free. They're ambitious, learning, building businesses, connecting with the world. They carry their parents' stories, but look to the future. People like Maria, whose parents were resistance fighters, now run guest houses, sharing culture with pride. Tourism is a bridge, changing the narrative from suffering to hope. The past and future are in constant conversation. Art, music, politics. There's a determination to remember, but also to innovate and grow. Timor-Leste is a nation becoming. To visit is to witness resilience and hope in action. It's a privilege. To really know Timor-Leste, you leave Dili and head for the mountains. The journey is rough, but the reward is breathtaking. Terraced rice paddies, dense forests, cloud-hugging villages. Ataro Island is paradise, home to the world's most biodiverse coral reefs. You slip into clear water, surrounded by color and life. Island communities fiercely protect this natural wonder. In the mountains, people live in sacred houses, practicing ancient customs. They're shy, but their hospitality is immense. A cup of coffee in a mountain village is an invitation into their world. Here, you feel a connection that transcends language. This is the beauty headlines miss: the landscape, the spirit. It's in the mist over Mount Ramalau, the laughter of children, the shared meal. Timor-Leste is not a place of sin, but of overwhelming beauty and resilience. It stays with you. My last meal in Timor-Leste is simple: grilled fish rice, chili sambal, eaten on the beach at sunset. We talk, we laugh. We don't talk about sin, we talk about the future, about hope. You come here chasing a headline, and leave with humility and respect. The people aren't victims, they're survivors, teachers of resilience and hope. They don't ask for pity, just respect. Is Timor-Leste the world's most sinful country? That's the wrong question. The real question: are you willing to look past labels and see the reality? This country doesn't need judgment. It needs to be seen, experienced, understood. Timor-Leste will challenge and inspire you. You don't just visit, you connect. It becomes a part of you. You leave a piece of your heart here, and take a piece of its spirit with you. A spirit of strength, hope, and resilience. Go, see for yourself. Sit down, have a coffee, and listen. Don't miss this story.